potato. We are out in this drizzly November day, out at the grounds in Placer County in Roseville, California, for an annual event in a new location, like a whole new event, and that is, wait for it, yes, the 31st annual Mountain Mandarin Festival. For the first 30 years of its existence, it took place up at the Gold Country Fairgrounds in Auburn. They've moved this year, so it's going to be kind of like a whole new event. Apparently there were some issues with the money they were requesting to hold the event there this year. So they said, you know what, we'll head down the hill to Placer County. Well, I mean, technically Auburn, that part of Auburn is Placer County. We'll head down the hill to Roseville to At the Grounds, which is not as picturesque, perhaps, as the Gold Country Fairground, but it is a lot flatter. We no longer have that big hill to go up and down to get in, which I think does perhaps give the Boy Scouts Mandarin transport a little bit less to do. But yeah, it's a new place for the event. Flatter, not as pretty, but I think a little easier to navigate. And yeah, it's gonna be like a whole new event. Year 31, they're kind of starting over. So let's check out and see what there is to see at the Mandarin Festival. Presumably mandarins, but other things as well, like shoe charms. Oh, they have one of Bluey and Bingo. That's cute. There's jerky and food, hopefully some interesting Mandarin foods this year. And yeah, let's just take a look at it, look at the vendors, look at the foods, and have ourselves a good harvest time. That kind of got away from me. Of course, you can't have a kind of like rural themed festival without having wood carvings. This is the George Kenney School of Chainsaw Carving. So it seems there's some Sasquatch. Got tree spirits, which are pretty cool. Got look back one of those. Got a little bear just lounging in a log with one of those in the works, but seasonally appropriate. We have this very cute little Grinch for $250. Probably not coming home with us, but it's very, very cute. So I'm looking around at the food, trying to find, the Mandarin influence. That there used to be that like every food booth, I guess, had to have something Mandarin, and it seems like that's no longer a requirement. But some interesting stuff. I was in some Mandarin like donut sundaes, Mandarin chicken, of course, and that's normal. But nothing that's really grabbed my attention just yet. Oh, bubblegum flavored.
Whoa. Our fresca, free sample.
There appears to be some sort of a science show going on over here. Let's go and see if we can't check that out.
One more thing I want to show you. Everybody say foggy.
Foggy.
Say foggy floor. Okay, they use this in movies and theaters when they want a groovy layer of fog on the floor. Any questions? Okay, now. Say stop, hammer time. Stop, hammer time. Okay. And should we measure it? No, why not? Okay. And if you want to try this, come on up. Give me a count on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah! Yes, it's totally cool. And you can also like, ah! Hey, who wants to blow their face off? Or you can just drink it. Raise your hand if you want me to come to you, or you just come up to me. Drink it, drink it, drink it. Or just blow. Blow. Yeah! Who's seen a dragon before? You've seen a dragon? Well, might have seen it in a movie. This is a cool effect. If you ever making a movie with a dragon, but you don't have any dragons lying around, use this stuff. It's called, everybody say dragon's breath. It's got some, what's the science name?
Dragon fire is what we call it.
We call it fire in the magic world. Okay. Let's see. I've got a big one and a small one. Are you feeling lucky? Big one. Well, we're in a great spot to do it. I mean, what's going to catch on fire? I've got dirt, I've got metal. I mean, the only thing flammable is really you guys. So, yeah. Ah, hey, the wind shifted towards me. That's unlucky. Let's go this way. Goodness! Somebody want to warn me next time? Somebody keep an eye out and see where the wind's blowing. What's wrong with you? Blasted lighter. Ah! Wow, what a terrible idea. Let's stop that. And what's happening?
You need more.
Nothing's happening. What's wrong with you now? We could do more, but that's a terrible idea. And that's not the reason. It's not working. Is it ever going to work?
No.
It's never going to work. Who knows the reason? Who can tell me why?
You need more air.
You need air. You need three things for fire. You need fuel, something to burn. You need heat, and you need
Oxygen.
air, specifically oxygen. Can any oxygen get to this? No, because it's all packed in. But you need to add oxygen to it. Ah! And then it works just fine. Okay, no more hot stuff, no more hot stuff. That's all the science I have for this show. Come back. You guys have fun today? Right over. If you had fun today, give me a round of applause. Go to Stop!
Well, the good news is, while we were watching The Science Wizard, it seems to have stopped raining. So now we can go undercover here and look at some of the vendors, which, yeah, normally this is where you would see animals at the county fair, but today it's crafts. Over here at a metalworking booth, I don't see the name of it, but we'll get to that. We have some very cool looking fire pits. That's awesome ball Star Wars one for $400. We've got one featuring Bigfoot and then another Star Wars one. Kylo Ren, Grogu, Chewbacca, and a Mandalorian. Could be Mando, could be Boba Fett, who knows. Luke there. And these ones are $250 kind of half sphere ones. They just look really cool when they're really lit up. Also, I actually really like this sign. I don't know how well you can read that on camera because there's a little bit of light shining on it, but I really like this sign.
Hard work. Yeah. I actually didn't know they had wine glasses. My grandmother had.
Oh, yes.
We've sort of reached the beginning of Mandarin Row. So the whole point of this is the mandarins. It's Mandarin harvest time, and these are the mandarin growers of the Mandarin Festival. I think they won, an award this year. But my wife is partial to Miller Honey. I think last year's harvest wasn't so good, so I think we missed out on them. By the time we got to them, they didn't have them left, so we're gonna buy some straight off. But look at some of the other stuff too while she's looking at that. Oh no, maybe it was this one. Maybe, oh yeah, this is the one. Side Hill is the one that won an award this year. But another one that is always has some interesting stuff to do, sauces and stuff, is Newcastle Mandarin Ranch. They always have an interesting assortment of sauces. And lots of booths do have free samples if you come to one of these, like, well, next year. By the time you watch this, this year will be basically over. Probably over, realistically. So by the time you see this, if you like this year, we're going next year, wherever it may be, whether it'll be here again or back in its old home. Oh yeah, definitely get some samples first. Try them out, see what you like best.
Hang on, buddy.
Right here?
Yeah, that's on the right side.
It's time to get our first Mandarin culinary item of the day. This apparently is I think the Newcastle Mandarin Ranch. We've picked ourselves up a Mandarin shake. You know, not much to look at, but it's the taste that matters, right? Very like orange creamsicle colored. Makes something like a creamsicle shake. Let's give this a try.
And our bicycle shit.
Oh my god, I told my husband, okay.
Kind of like an orange creamsicle kind of a thing, but a little tart.
Because there's vortexes in there. There's a female
Yeah,
vortex.
it's got that tartness. It's very orange creamsicle, but with tartness like that you wouldn't normally get in a creamsicle. It doesn't have that overly like orange soda sweetness to it.
Right.
Pretty good. I mean, maybe not the best thing on a kind of a cool day, but it's certainly very, very tasty. Of course, if you come to festivals, you have to get yourselves some freebies, and here we have Safeway is giving out some shopping bags with coupons in them. Let's grab ourselves a shopping bag.
Yeah, you gotta watch your step.
So we got ourselves a free bag, which is nice because now we can put our mandarins in the bag. Which is much of what's in here? A wellness pack. We'll have to look at that later on. So I feel like there's more vendors this year because we haven't even gone inside yet. Because we have, I think, both of the small buildings are being used. But surprisingly, because I could swear when I asked about it months ago, they said they weren't going to be using the big one. But yet here we are. There's stuff in the Roseville Center. Let's go inside and check that out because it's not raining at the moment. If we go inside, it'll be raining when we come back out. I don't mind this sentiment here, but also we've got some gonks. Nomies, hugs, and misfluses. I know technically a no, but I like that gonk term too. So yeah, they're not using the main part of the building, just the kind of lobby area. But still, I feel like there's a lot more stuff this year than there was last. Because we haven't even found the kitchen yet. Lots of great gift ideas here. Chocolates and fudges and pavers for your driveway. You know, the things you give for Christmas.
I'm not making any money, right?
So bad. And I hate, like, I'm like, you know.
Were you in Sacramento? Are you here tomorrow?
You ladies like garlic? Yeah,
Here at the Jared and Melissa booth, we have these really cool bells. They start like about $60. Got a very nice tone to them. And you can get different little chimes to go on them. They have a selection of ones you can get, including Sasquatch. No Mothman, but we have Sasquatch. Also some very cool mushrooms back here that glow in the dark.
I did bring them.
These have a very nice tone to them. So they have a cooking demonstration going on, as well as the poster artist in here. Let's go check this out.
Having mandarins available to us all year round, and we love that. And one of the ways you can do that, they call them mandarins because in the area that these originated in, the robes were this color, and for the royalty. And it used to be that only royalty could have mandarins. The commoner could not have them, could not acquire them. And first it was the mandarin men that could have them, and then the crops started getting larger and larger, and then the women, the royalty women. But it took a long time for the commoner to be able to acquire a mandarin. Now what Jen's going to do is she's going to flavor the cream cheese, just regular cream cheese. And she's going to use
My favorite.
Now, one of the things that happened very funny, I don't know that any of you know or saw, we were on Channel 3 on Thursday, and before we got into the studio, I don't know why Jen did this, but she asked one of the guys, you know, do you know what this is? And he goes, yeah, it's to clean your feet. And I said, I hope that guy bought two. The other thing is if you're dehydrated and you don't have water around you, but you do have mandarins, they're anywhere from 95 to 97% water. So just pop mandarins and you'll get rehydrated.
Did you tell them about the Sudafed?
Oh, I did not tell you about that. And this is important because most of you probably, I don't know for a fact, but probably, not you, are from Placer County. And Placer County is very, very unique in its soil. And the soil in Placer County has a natural chemical in it. It's very natural. And what it does, that particular chemical, is if you take 10 ounces and squeeze 10 ounces of mandarin juice, it's the equivalent to 1 Sudafed.
It has the ephedrine from the soil, gets into the mandarins, and that's the same decongestant it is in Sudafed.
But again, if you're looking at everything she's doing, it's really basic, it's simple. It's a little time consuming maybe, but
Yeah.
it's easy.
But it's worth it.
It is worth it,
It'll
absolutely.
let us know. You can go lighter or heavier, just depending on what you like to do. And of course, by now it's also nice and spreadable. So first thing you're going to do is just spread it on your toast. And this is sourdough, which is beautiful for it. Doesn't need to be sourdough, but and so in addition to the cream cheese being great flavor and a great way to get the zest involved in it, it's also going to be the glue.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've learned that you got to do things like this. You got to think about glue. How's it going to hold together? Because you're not in a kitchen by yourself putting it together, and if it doesn't fall over, you just pop it in your mouth. That's not how we want to do things. Putting some pomegranate seeds on here. It does add pretty color. It does add texture because you know they pop a little bit in your mouth. And it's pomegranate season. There you go. How's that?
What do you think? Okay. Now to get the taste, we're going to need to do some more. I don't know how many are on that.
Got myself a sample of Chef Deb Manley and Aunt Jen's mandarin and pork bruschetta. We did make sure to get a picture of the recipe of it. So yeah, it's got some fresh basil, the pancetta, I believe she said it was, mandarin, and some pomegranate pips. Let's give it a try. Oh, and orange zest infused sour cream. No, cream cheese, not sour cream. So let's give it a try now that we've got a picture commemorating it. Tried a little bit of everything in one bite. Didn't quite work. Lost a bit of bruschetta. But yeah, it's got a good, definitely tastes the basil. The tartness of the pomegranate and the mandarin.
Get the saltiness from the prosciutto.
Yeah, I'm not getting a ton of the saltiness myself.
I did in mine.
I'm getting a lot more from the like botanical portions of it, the plant matter. I'm not really getting more. Maybe my other bite though and see if that changes it. A little bit maybe. Yeah, I'm getting the saltiness now. I think maybe I just got more mandarin stuff in the first one. I'll say the infusing of the cream cheese seems pretty subtle.
It is.
I think I would have gone maybe with a little bit of a stronger, but of course that's with cooking is you can cook to taste. You don't have to make it exactly a certain way. But otherwise, no, that was really good. It'd be a nice little holiday appetizer to serve guests if you had like a little party or something. One thing they always have here is the ability to buy the Mandarin Festival posters. Every year we get a new poster. Every year there's a new one to choose from. We've actually gone to quite a few of these now.
I actually like them.
But the full-size ones are signed by the artist, which is pretty cool. And there's also other art, like some shots from around Roseville, Santa Cruz, and normally my wife picks up the art cards for each year's poster. So we're probably going to pick up one of those now. A common sight at the Mandarin Festival, and I think any cooking show, is the little grinding plates for ginger and garlic. What also is cool is they have some like tiki mugs over here as well. They have those butter bells for keeping your butter and like just using water to keep the bacteria out. And then I'm not 100% sure what these ones, the little pots are for. I'm guessing you put some sort of seasoning in the pot and then add it to whatever's in the bowl. Soup or something maybe. But we do actually need another one of these grinding bowls. You put down like a piece of saran wrap over them, it keeps them cleaner and makes it much easier to clean up after using them. So let's pick out one of these. So if you want sparkly, glittery holiday decorations, I think this booth has definitely got you covered. You've got like little glitter trees, got those snow globes that blow the glitter around inside of them, got those little angular snowmen that are so popular now. We've got canvases that light up, little canvases that light up, lots of things that light up for the holidays. So we've looked out. The rain has held off while we were in the building, but we still have one more building to go. So there's still a chance we could get soaked. We have to check out Johnson Hall still. But first, let's check out the Windy Ridge Family Farm. Now last year, this is where we got the freeze-dried mandarins, which were really, really good. See what they have up on offer this year.
Yeah, each of the bars are $5 or $5
The mandarin sugar. They have dark chocolate mandarin bark. That could be interesting. They also have just dark chocolate mandarins.
Okay, remember to keep the labels before you use it.
And mandarin bars. And white chocolate mandarins. What do you want to try this year? The mandarins? Okay. We're going to grab ourselves some dark chocolate mandarins. We'll try those in just a minute. Alright, so we picked up from Windy Ridge Family Farms and the, I guess, Newcastle Fruit and Chocolate Workshop. Picked up some dark chocolate mandarins, local mandarins segments dried for a delicate crunch, hand-dipped in luxurious dark chocolate made in a home kitchen. Intense citrus flavor with the ripest fruit. And there's more information on the back here that you can pause the video and read. We're not doing a read of the ingredients here, or rather of the words here. The ingredients though are oranges, chocolates, and that's about it. So, which way you want to pop that open? We'll give that a try. And it is in a resealable bag. That's nice. So there are segments. All right, so we grab one. If you want to grab one yourself. So they were made, or they're good until next May. So let's give them a try. Definitely intense citrus flavor. Good chocolate. As you can see, it's the dark chocolate and the orange are making
A bitterness.
a little bit of a bitterness at the end. Not unpleasant, but different. The white chocolate version probably wouldn't have that. But you see, it's basically just the freeze-dried mandarins inside the chocolate.
And
Has
a bit of a sour.
There's a strong, like, sour, like, a little bit of a bitterness at the end. But you get that orange flavor, like, immediately. Followed by the dark chocolate. And then it kind of molds together. You do get a little bit of a bitter, sour finish.
But it's dark chocolate.
It's dark chocolate. And then you're combining it with, like, the acidity of the mandarin. I think is what's creating that flavor. So it maybe kind of, it's very good. Might be kind of an acquired taste. Definitely not something like necessarily kids are gonna like, but kids generally don't like dark chocolate anyways. Yeah, very interesting. A nice thing to try for this year. Ooh, they have a booth for Green Acres. I hear it's the place to be.
Hi guys.
Like if I was her,
Now we enter into the last building, Johnson Hall. It's a bit of a smaller building, but again, there's a lot more here this year than there was at Old Country Fair, and even with them not using the biggest space available. So let's only find some food though. We need to find some lunch, but lots of cool crystals. I don't feel like I'm getting out of here today without buying a crystal from someone somewhere. Just a matter of finding one that speaks to me the most. A lot of cool pieces.
Passion orange. It's free.
I just want to go on record to say that that's a horrible thing to call your customers.
Another package of. Oh yeah, with the.
One of the booths we end up at almost every year is Wild Groves. They do really good olive oils, but really surprisingly good are their vinegars. The Mountain Mandarin and Satsuma Mandarin are both really, really good. And I think we're actually going to end up buying some of the Satsuma Mandarin. So it's a darker vinegar and olive oil.
That
and,
is.
Kind of actually really look at
Oh
ice
my
cream
God,
or something.
that is
But yeah,
garlic pesto,
the
fresh garlic. That's all garlic.
Wild Grove stuff is really, really good. Didn't try it on camera, but it is. I mean, I promise you, it is really, really good.
So what I want to know.
We've noticed that a lot of booths this year, I think more so than normal, is Sasquatch. We've had like Sasquatch wood carvings and T-shirts and hats, and I mean, I'm all cool with Sasquatch. I'm just surprised to only see Sasquatch. No Mothman. Saw some aliens, but no Mothman. But yeah, you can go over here. You can get a giant or a small or a big Bigfoot to adorn your front yard or backyard or side yard, or I guess just like glue it to the wall if you want. I don't know why you would, but you could. You know, if I wore Crocs, I would absolutely just like have every hole filled with these things. Look, it's Bluey and Bingo for real life. But also got like Anger from Inside Out over there. Got sports stuff. I'm talking about sports stuff. Little horror ones are cute though. They have like Jason and Ghostface over there. It's like Billy. But of course, you know, when you wear these, I feel they probably like fall out of your shoes, don't they? I don't know. We have Deadpool, Groot, Ghostbusters. Yeah, I would totally have. Yeah, no face. Just have my shoes completely covered with these things.
Right on your dresser, and I said if you wear your boots, you need to wear your socks. Did you get some? Yeah.
So did you call me or did you myself?
No, I called
Do you know where she is right now?
All right, so we're back at the car now. Let's do the haul portion of the videos. First of all, as you can see, we picked up some mandarins from both Trailer Ranch, and that was from Miller Honey. It doesn't say it on the package, but it was from Miller Honey. We have our bags from Safeway, of course, with this little mystery bag in it. But I think for now that's going to remain a mystery. I'm guessing it's going to be like vitamin supplements, and there's some coupons in there. Then from Wild Grove, we picked up some of the Satsuma Mandarin Vinegar. It was really good. The other one, the light vinegar, was also good. But it's kind of, I mean, it's dark vinegar, so it's like a darker balsamic flavor to it. Of course, we have our Windy Ridge Family Farm chocolate mandarins. We tried it earlier in the video. And I picked up from, what was the name on this? From Once a Day Designs, I picked up this lovely little dice tower. I've been looking at dice towers for a long time, and I finally went ahead and got one. It's got this lovely kind of shimmer on it. Oh, paper's actually sticking to it. But you can see it's got this neat shimmer on it. Here's some other ones that have some good glow-in-the-dark features, but I feel like this one actually was the most impressive of them. And it did come with a set of dice, because of course we need more dice. I didn't have any blind bag dice this time, but it did come with some dice. And then we picked up some art cards. Of course, we got the design for this year's poster. And then we picked up just some other ones. Got some Roseville cards of the Tower Theater and the big Roseville sign. And then we got an Old Town Auburn card featuring the courthouse as seen from High Street, and a Sacramento one featuring Tower Bridge. And then we also picked up one of those little garlic grater bowls. We're gonna just unwrap that real quick to look at it. Here we go. And it's the one that I was looking at. I kind of thought we would end up getting when I first went there. It's stoneware grater, handmade. Yeah, these work really well for grating lots of things. It came with a little display stand, a little brush for getting out the whatever you've ground into it, and one of those garlic peelers for getting off the papery skin. And then finally, I think there's one more thing in there. My little dragon. Gotta dig it out. Yeah, last thing, it's I said that I didn't think we'd be leaving without me getting some sort of crystal thing. And yeah, that one I saw at that first crystal booth we went to. This little dragon, picked him up for 23 bucks. Nicely detailed. Would look cool, some light shining behind it or below it. And then we also got from the fudge booth, we got a pecan log, because, old-timey candies. So yeah, that is our haul from the 31st Annual Mountain Mandarin Festival. Thinking about the show overall, I definitely like it being here at the grounds. I mean, the Gold Country Fairgrounds is certainly a more scenic place, but this is, I think, more easily accessible for a lot of people. It seemed like it was busier than last year. Now, it wasn't as rainy as last year. Last year was raining more when we went, so I don't know if that's something to do with it, or if it's maybe because Thanksgiving's a little bit later this year, or if it's just that at the grounds is a much more easily accessible location for people, particularly from Sacramento, to come check out. I feel like there was a lot more vendors. We definitely bought more stuff than we normally do. I mean, I don't usually buy these kind of things at the Mandarin Festival. Usually buy some mandarins and some Mandarin flavored stuff, and that's the art cards, and that's about it. But we bought some extra things this time that I don't think would normally have been sold at the Mandarin Festival. If there's one thing I didn't like, and I don't know how much of that's the move being the issue, is I found the food options to be lacking. We didn't end up getting any lunch here. Most places didn't have like any special Mandarin foods, which, you know, always was a staple before. But even then, some of the like the really nice ones that we tried at Gold Country Fair, even at the Gold Country Fair itself this year and at Mandarin last year, like the California Taco Bar truck and that booth, that soda company that sold the vegetarian and vegan like filet of foo and stuff. There wasn't really anything like that. We had like the whole Drewski's Culinary Universe here. I had, like, all three of their trucks were here. And there's a couple that I hadn't seen before that look kind of interesting, but I was really hoping for something with like that was incorporating mandarins. And there wasn't any of that. I guess that's just not a requirement anymore. But I do feel the food is a little bit like, not that the food here is bad, just it's not what I was hoping to find. I was really hoping to find some like Mandarin stuff. And a very minor thing, and it ultimately saved me probably 20 bucks, is they didn't appear to have any sort of souvenir cups at the bar. So I didn't get a Mandarin cocktail either, because I want to spend extra and get a cup that I'll never use again, because why wouldn't you? But that said, I mean, I feel a fairly minor thing. It is a Mandarin festival. There were plenty of mandarins. I feel like, I guess the crop must have been better this year because it didn't seem like the vendors. Last year the vendors were running low by Saturday afternoon, and this year they still have plenty. So I'm guessing the crops must have been better this year. We don't really follow that per se, but there's a difference in that. And with them being busier, I'm guessing they're selling more too. So that also helps that they must have had a better crop this year. But a lot of the things that we normally see, live music, Chef Deb Manley, a lot of things were down here in, I feel like, a little more physically accessible location. It's much flatter than Gold Country. So for people who have like walking issues, that's probably a lot easier to navigate. And it was still a good time. I'll be interested to see what they do next year, if they do here again, or if they end up back at Gold Country and if, you know, they sort the issues out with them. But actually, overall, I do like that it was here. It's easy, it's closer. It's, I think, got better parking, got more parking, definitely. Yeah. Has more parking than Gold Country Fairgrounds. And it's just more easy to walk around because it is on a flat surface. So with that, I think we'll wrap this video up. I do want to thank you for joining us today at the 31st Annual Mountain Mandarin Festival. I hope you found it all interesting or entertaining. Have you been to the Mandarin Festival before? Have you been this year? Have you been to previous years? What do you think about the difference between them being at the grounds and at the Gold Country Fairgrounds? Let me know in the comments below. But I hope you found it interesting or entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.